All right, you know you need to write that newsletter or do that post on social media because you know you need to keep your audience engaged. And maybe you're pitching yourself to media and you're trying to figure out timely and relevant hooks for your pitch. How in the heck do you keep the ideas flowing month by month as an author trying to promote your book? Well, if you're wondering, well, good news, this video is for you. Hey there, I'm Julie the Book Broad, founder of Book Launchers. One of the things we do a lot of at Book Launchers is strategizing around book marketing and book promotion. In our full service offering, we build these things we call roadmaps for clients. Check it out. It's 21 pages of details around how to think about what you're doing with your book marketing. And then for us, it's who we're pitching and some of the angles that we're pitching as far as media, podcasts, other kind of groups and associations and so forth. Basically, it's a 21-page plan that we create on a quarterly basis for our clients. But what did you notice about the roadmap? Did you spot something? Tell me in the comments below. But I'm also going to tell you, there is an entire page dedicated to awareness days and days that are coming up relevant to this project. And if you don't think you can find a day that is a good fit for your book, well, you're not trying very hard, because seriously, here are some days I bet you didn't know about, but they're real. International Nose Picking Day. Not kidding. A bizarre day that celebrates the most unhygienic public behavior ever. There's also Lost Sock Memorial Day. I should celebrate that because I have a lot of lost socks. That's on May 9th, and it's a day dedicated to commemorating all those socks that have mysteriously disappeared in your laundry. On the last Friday in April, there's National Hairball Awareness Day. It's a holiday focused on helping cats manage their hairball issues, which is an unusually specific cause for a national day. There's also Night of the Radishes. I'm serious. Locals compete in a hardcore radish carving celebration in an area in Mexico. And then, of course, one more for you, National Talk in an Elevator Day on July 28th. It's a day that goes against all social norms by encouraging conversation in the silent elevator. So, my friend, I promise, I don't care what your book is about, there are days that will be applicable to your book. So, what do you do next? Well, go ahead, pull out your planner and start doing some research. Go month by month and think about what is happening and write it down. And you can also use some of your favorite search tools. But first, starting with February, you celebrate Valentine's Day, so you may have a topic that you can talk about around Valentine's Day. But if you're feeling stuck, my favorite research tool for this would be perplexity.ai. So let's pick a book and build it out. Ooh. So let's say you're Lori Clemens, author of Rewire Your Wellness, a guide to reclaiming your life from chronic illness, anxiety, and pain. Well, let's head on over to Perplexity and see what it suggests. You can use a lot of tools out there, Google, ChatGPT, Claude, but for this kind of research-based question, I love perplexity.ai, and you'll see why. So I'm just gonna say, look, I wrote this book and I need a day each month to promote my book, and look at the list I have to start with. The thing I love about Perplexity is that it gives sources. So not only am I getting a really great list, but I can check on the sources, and ooh, jackpot! This is a great list of options I can sort through for my book. Now that I have a bunch of days to work with, I can start developing angles for each month. So let's take this one. So February, besides Valentine's Day, there's also International Boost Self-Esteem. Now, a lot of books can tag into Valentine's Day for February, and a lot of media in particular will be hungry for content around that. But it's also great to talk about something different than everybody else because, well, being different can help you stand out, and there'll be outlets that want to address something other than Valentine's Day. So maybe you write a newsletter about how chronic illness and pain can hurt your self-esteem and share some tactics from your book for overcoming this. Make a social media post to go with it, and while you're at it, reach out to your local media and pitch yourself to talk about it too. Why not? So you can see how each month you now have a relevant content hook that will be appealing to a lot of audiences. So just keep on going. Now, as I was going through this, I thought, well, these are good, but there's nothing really specific to chronic pain. So I went back to Perplexity. Here's the results. Now, this isn't as exciting, but look at this. If I'm stuck for content ideas, I can tag right into some of these if they are relevant to my book. So see, it says in 2024, the IASP will focus on different pain-related topics each week, and then it gives you a week-by-week breakdown. And these topics might be things that you can draw from for inspiration, ideas, or even just rob and duplicate. So they have week 1, sex and gender disparities in pain, week 2, chronic pain, week 3, rare conditions, week 4, scientific research and assessment, and then it talks about the aims of the campaign, which you can see, reducing stigma, improving patient outcomes, advocating for better pain management. I mean, this is really great. So the next thing I would do with something like this is head on over to my Brainstorm buddy ChatGPT, and I would go, okay, I have some ideas for content I want to produce around some pain-related topics. Can you help me figure out what would be some catchy posts for my favorite social media platform, some headlines for videos related to this, and suggest any other marketing ideas around these topics relevant to my book? Now, my caveat, as I'm showing you the search results here, is that normally, Chatty would probably have my book in the chat, or at least a lot of information from my websites or other things. So my ChatGPT is trained on my content, so these results probably won't be as good as they could be because I haven't put Lori's book in here. But I'll put her book description. If you do have your book in there, you can tell it to pull directly from the content in your book to capture your specific opinions, tips, and quotes. But if it's not there, you can just upload details about the book, like the book description, which is what I did for Lori. So here's the results. Chatty says, here's a comprehensive strategy for marketing, rewire your wellness. And I had specified that I only use LinkedIn and Facebook. That was what I said for this. So it's going to focus on the key topics and align with the 2024 IASP related campaigns. And it's suggesting blog headlines and workshops and even a schedule of how I can apply this content. Now, of course, these are all ideas and you have to filter them, execute on this plan. But now, you have no excuse for not having ideas of what you can do to promote your book for the next year, do you? And of course, if you want some support, prizes, training, and a fabulous community of authors and professionals to support you as you market your book, well, please consider joining our Author Business Accelerator. You can go to authorbusinessaccelerator.com and check it out. There's a free week available for a trial run. I hope to see you in there. Now, this video is on 10 ways to promote your book without social media, and this is the latest and greatest from the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that now so we can hang out a whole lot more, and then click on over to the video. And if you're on mobile and nothing's showing up here, go ahead, check out the links in the description. We'll put the videos there. Go ahead, I'm waiting.